Please give a warm welcome to the U.S. Senator from South Dakota and Chairman of the Senate Republican Conference, John Thune.
Thank you. Thank you, South Dakota, and good evening, my fellow Republicans. It's no secret that I'm a sports fan. In fact, I get asked all the time if I've ever played basketball with President Obama. The answer is no. I'm still waiting for that invitation. The next question is, do you think you could take him one-on-one? And I say, I really don't know. I've never seen him play. But I can tell you this. President Obama would be easy to defend because you know he's always going to go to his left. Like many Americans, I've been blessed by the hard work and sacrifice of those who've come before. You see, it was back in 1906 that two Norwegian brothers named Nikolai and Matthew Gjelsvik came to this country in search of the American dream. When they reached the shores of America, the only English words they knew were the words apple pie and coffee, which evidently they had plenty of on the trip over. The immigration officials at Ellis Island determined that their name, Gjelsvik, which was spelled G-J-E-L-S-V-I-K, was too difficult to spell and pronounce. So they asked him to change it. The two brothers picked the name of the farm where they worked in Norway, which was called the Thune Farm. And so Nikolai Gjelsvik became Nick Thune, my grandfather. With their new country and their new name, the two brothers began their new life by working on the railroad. They learned English and saved enough money to start a small hardware store. And yes, Mr. President, they did build it. My grandfather raised three sons. The middle son, my father, joined the Navy when World War II broke out. He became a naval aviator, flying combat missions off the aircraft carrier Intrepid in the Pacific Theater. On one mission, he shot down 4 enemy aircraft, for which he received the Distinguished Flying Cross. After the war, my dad quietly returned to South Dakota to his hardware store and his family. You know, many versions of that story are told all across this country. The details may be different, but the dream is the same. I hate to say it, but that dream is in serious jeopardy. We have a sluggish economy, burdened by Obama administration policies that are weighing down our job creators. Middle-class Americans in cities and on our farms are bearing the brunt. The big government bureaucrats of the Obama administration have set their sights on our way of life. Instead of preserving family farms and ranches, President Obama's policies are effectively regulating them out of business. His administration even proposed banning farm kids from doing basic chores. Since President Obama took office, we've had 42 consecutive months of unemployment above 8%, the longest streak on record. The cost of family health insurance premiums has risen by nearly 19%. College tuition has increased by 25%, and fuel costs have doubled. The number of people on food stamps has increased by 45%. And the debt that we are piling on the backs of our children and grandchildren has gone up by 50%. Yet for all of President Obama's talk about the middle class incomes are down. Folks, we won't be in this situation with Mitt Romney in the White House. He understands what it takes for businesses large and small to grow and to create jobs. This knowledge doesn't come from a textbook, although he's read plenty of those. It comes from decades of rolling up his sleeves and getting the job done. It comes from recognizing the strengths and contributions of every individual. His experience tells him that the most valuable insight can be gained not by lecturing, but by listening. Small business and make it clear to all companies that it is safe to hire again. On day one of Mitt Romney's presidency, the transformation of Washington will begin. Gone will be the arrogance of a president whose first instinct is to condemn achievement. Gone will be the attitude that government knows best and solves all. What you will see and hear is a president who will do everything in his power to make sure government is a catalyst for growth, not an obstacle to success. And you will have a president with a plan to strengthen the middle class. My friends, may it never be said of us that when confronted with the economic peril before us, that we averted our eyes, turned away, and did nothing. Our children's future depends on our willingness to act and our decision to elect Mitt Romney, President of the United States. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May God continue to bless the United States of America.